Hi, welcome back to KMVTech Education Platform, your go-to channel for breaking down real Ugandan court cases in simple, clear language. Today's story is a headline-making case that shocked the nation. Uganda versus Lydia Draru Atim, the woman who killed Major General James Kazini, her lover, and a former army commander. Let's dive into the facts, the law, and the court's reasoning using the FIRAC method. Here's what happened. Lydia Draru Atim was a businesswoman based in Kampala. She was romantically involved with Major General James Kazini, a high-profile figure who had previously served as commander of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. But behind the scenes, their relationship was said to be toxic and violent. There were reports of constant fights, jealousy, and emotional turmoil. On the morning of 10th November 2009, the couple got into yet another heated argument at Lydia's home in Wabagalo. At some point, the situation turned physical. Lydia picked up a metal pipe and struck Kazini several times on the head. When it was over, Kazini was lying dead with severe injuries to the skull. Lydia herself walked to the nearest police post and confessed to the killing. She was arrested and charged with murder under the then sections 188 and 189 of the Penal Code Act, which under the revised 2024 Penal Code is now section 171 and 172 of Cap 128. Now let's look at the legal issues. The court had to decide on a few key questions. 1. Did Lydia Draru cause the death of Major General Kazini? 2. Was the killing unlawful? 3. Did she act with malice aforethought, meaning, did she intend to kill? Or was it a case of self-defense or provocation? According to Ugandan law, murder is defined as the unlawful killing of another person with malice aforethought, that is, with the intention to kill or cause serious harm. But if a person is provoked into a sudden loss of control, or if they kill in self-defense, the charge may be reduced to manslaughter. The burden of proof lies on the prosecution, and it must be beyond reasonable doubt. So the key was this: could the prosecution prove that Lydia intended to kill, and that she wasn't provoked or acting in self-defense? Let's apply those rules to the facts of the case. First, Lydia admitted to killing Kazini. The post-mortem showed deep cuts and fractures on the skull, consistent with blunt force trauma. The prosecution argued that Lydia acted with full knowledge of her actions, and that her confession showed guilt. But the defense painted a different picture. They said this was a woman who had been in an abusive relationship, who had been assaulted that very morning. They argued that Lydia did not plan to kill Kazini. Instead, she acted in a state of emotional and physical distress after being beaten again by the man she loved. This, the defense said, was a classic case of provocation, and the court agreed to a certain extent. They found that while Lydia did cause the death, there was not enough evidence to prove malice aforethought, the intention to kill. This wasn't a cold-blooded murder. It was a heat-of-the-moment act, triggered by years of tension and abuse. As a result, the court reduced the charge from murder to manslaughter. In the end, Lydia Draru Atim was convicted of manslaughter. The judge sentenced her to 14 years in prison. The court also acknowledged the emotional, psychological, and physical abuse she had endured in the relationship. The sentence reflected both the seriousness of the crime and the circumstances that led to it. This case sparked nationwide debate. Some believed Lydia should have received a lighter sentence or even full acquittal because of the abuse she suffered. Others felt that killing someone in anger should still be punished harshly, no matter the background. But what's clear is that this case raised critical conversations about domestic violence, the limits of self-defense, and the fine line between murder and manslaughter. So what do you think? Was justice served? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this case breakdown helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to KMV Tech Education, and share with your classmates and friends. Thanks for watching. See you in the next case summary.